On the other hand, being a carrier of the apolipoprotein E epsilon 4 polymorphism is the most important genetic risk factor for late onset Alzheimer's disease. We're really interested in the potential link between those two opposite factors. Actually, literature shows that in carriers of ApoE4, fatty fish consumption is not associated with a lower risk of cognitive decline. So this led to our first hypothesis that maybe DHA homeostasis in ApoE4 carriers could be disrupted. So the first paper that came out from Professor Cunane's laboratory with Professor Upload as the first author indeed showed that ApoE4 carriers are a lower plasma responder to an EPA plus DHA supplement when compared to the non-carriers. This led to my master's project in which we wanted to really better characterize the mechanism underlying this situation. So we followed uniformly marked 13C DHA. We gave a single dose to human, a 15 milligram single dose. And using this tracer, we showed that DHA kinetics is disturbed in ApoE4 carriers. So carriers show a higher risk, have a higher risk of cognitive decline. And we think that it's partly because of their disturbed DHA kinetic. The supplementation study showed a lower plasma response in carriers of ApoE4, whereas the tracer studies showed lower plasma incorporation of the tracer, but also a higher degradation. What's interesting is that in this study, we had preliminary results that showed that on a long-term high-dose EPA plus DHA supplement, the disruption in 13C DHA metabolism might be reversed, and this could lead to a reduce of the increased risk of cognitive decline. So this led to my research project, my current project for my PhD, which is a mice project to give us a better understanding of the mechanistic underlying this. We use C57 black 6 hybrid mice that are knock-in for human ApoE. Today, I'm going to present you results for ApoE3 and ApoE4 mice. We chose ApoE3 as a control because it is the most common genotype of ApoE, and it is not associated with any diseases in humans. Our hypothesis is that a long-term diet rich in DHA will prevent cognitive deficits in mice carrying the human ApoE4 genotype. Our objective is that using this mice model, we investigated potential gene by diet interaction on cognition. This project was performed, most of the project was performed at Université Laval in Quebec City under the co-supervision of Professor Frédéric Caron. And here you have the lifespan of the mice. At 4 months of age, we started dietary intervention. We wanted to compare 3 diets. First of all, a control diet, an high-fat diet, and a DHA diet, and you have the N and the genotypes. We decided to start a diet at 4 months of age to prevent any neurodevelopment effect from the diet. We also added the high-fat diet because we wanted to better mimic the westernized diet that humans consume in both Europe and North America. At the end, I performed spatial and visual memory evaluations. I'm going to strictly focus on the cognitive result. I used 2 tests for the spatial evaluation. I used the Barnes maze, and for visual, I used the object recognition, which I will describe in the next slide. So what is the Barnes maze? If people are familiar with cognitive testing, the Barnes maze is pretty similar to the Morris-Water maze. It is performed on a circular table on which 20 compartments are located on the edge, but only one of the compartments is a real exit in which the mice can enter and hide. The test lasts for 5 days, and the objective is to induce a stress on the mice so that she wants to exit the table and hide from the stress source. So we use an 80 decibel constant sound plus a bright light to induce this stress. On day 1 to 4, we do 4 trials per day with 180 seconds of exploration maximum. We calculate the error and the primary escape latency measurements. Naturally, if the mice do the test over and over again and the table does not move, Well, with the visual cue that that HIT has, actually, it will go faster and faster into the exit. We do, the results that I'm going to show you are a mean of the 4 trials at each day. On day 5, we do the same test, but we replace the exit for a normal compartment. And the mice tries to exit, but she cannot. And we measure the same parameters. So for the result of the 4-day at first, so you have the means, you have the escape latency, so the time it took the mice to find the platform and not escape the platform. You have the days, 1 to 4. In colored, you always have APOE4 mice, and in gray or black, it's going to be APOE3. So you see that